Are the Toronto Maple Leafs facing a turning point in their season? After a tough loss to the Penguins, questions are swirling about the performance of key players and whether their star power can pull them back on track. With their next game against the Speedy Devils approaching, will they rise to the occasion? Stay tuned as we break down the latest on this roller coaster season. Don't forget to subscribe and like for all the freshest updates on your beloved Maple Leafs. Last night, the Toronto Maple Leafs faced off against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and let me tell you, it was a tough 5-2 loss that left many of us reeling. The game had its moments, but ultimately, the Maple Leafs couldn't match the Penguins' special teams or their overall execution. Michael Bunting scored for Pittsburgh with a power play goal, and Brian Rust chipped in with a goal and an assist. Not to mention, the Penguins sealed the deal with 2 empty net goals from Blake Lizotte and Chris Letang, who hit a milestone by becoming the 23rd highest-scoring defenseman in NHL history. Now, on the Maple Leaf side, there were definitely some bright spots. Mitch Marner continues to impress. He netted his 10th goal of the season and added an assist, extending his point streak on the road to 8 games. Marner is proving to be the offensive engine this team needs, and it's hard to ignore the fact that he's racked up points in 17 of the last 19 games. That's just phenomenal consistency, especially when the team is struggling. Auston Matthews, the captain, also made contributions with 2 assists, marking his first power play point since returning from injury. His offensive abilities are undeniable, and he's been a force over the last 5 games with 3 multi-point efforts. However, it's worth noting that he finished the night with a -2 rating, a reflection of Toronto's defensive woes. It's a bit of a mixed bag for Matthews. While he's putting up points, the team's defensive structure is clearly an issue. Then we have William Nylander, who continues to be a consistent scoring threat. His power play goal tied the game early in the second period, but unfortunately, the Penguins took control thereafter. Nylander has been on fire lately, with 5 goals and 3 assists in his last 8 games. With 17 goals already this season, he's on pace for a potential 50-goal campaign. His chemistry with Marner and Matthews is crucial for the team's success, and they really need to lean on that as they navigate this challenging stretch. Joseph Woll's impressive 6-game winning streak came to an end last night, but let's not overlook his performance. He made 24 saves and didn't allow more than 3 goals in his last 9 outings before this one. Even in defeat, Woll has shown reliability between the pipes. He holds a solid record of .730, with a 2.20 goals against average and a .919 save percentage. It's been a real boost for the Leafs, especially with the current rotation in goal. Looking ahead, the Maple Leafs have a lot to consider. These back-to-back losses have raised eyebrows, especially after a solid run of 10 wins in 12 games. They need to regroup quickly ahead of their next matchup against the New Jersey Devils, a team that plays with impressive speed. It's essential to tighten up their penalty kill and reinforce their defensive strategies if they want to get back on track. As fans, we have to rely on our stars like Marner and Nylander to lead the charge, but we also need a strong performance from Anthony Stolarz in goal. The team has shown resilience in the past, and they'll need that fighting spirit again to turn things around. This is a pivotal moment for the Leafs, and I can't help but wonder, are they going to rise to the occasion, or will these struggles continue to haunt them? Alex Steeves, a name that's been buzzing around the Toronto Maple Leafs community lately, has turned his recent demotion to the Marlies into a remarkable opportunity. After expressing his frustration about the lack of playing time with the Leafs, he returned to the Marlies and made an immediate impact by scoring his 11th goal of the season. This goal not only added to his tally, but also set a new franchise record, marking his 169th point as a Marlie. It's an impressive feat and speaks volumes about his talent and determination. Steve signed a 1-year extension with the Leafs during the offseason, clearly hoping for more chances at the NHL level. However, his time with the big club has been limited, He's only suited up for 4 games due to injuries plaguing the team. It's tough to see younger players like Fraser Minton and Nikita Grabankin getting more opportunities while Steeves finds himself sidelined. You have to wonder, what's the plan here? Is Steeves going to be given a real shot? Or are we just going to watch him break records in the AHL while waiting for a call-up? Despite his desire to remain in Toronto, Steeves has acknowledged that if more opportunities don't arise soon, he might explore other options once he becomes a Group 6 UFA. It's a bittersweet situation for him and for us as fans. We want to see our prospects shine, and Steeves has shown he can do just that with the Marlies. He joined the Leafs on a 2-way contract in 2022 after a solid college career at Notre Dame, and since then, he has consistently been one of the Marlies' top offensive players. Let's face it, the NHL is a tough league to crack, especially when you're only getting a handful of games to prove yourself. Steve spent most of his NHL appearances on the 4th line, which simply doesn't allow a player with his skill set to showcase what he can do. 1 assist in those games is hardly reflective of his offensive capabilities. As we look ahead, it raises some serious questions about the Leafs' roster decisions. Will they give Steeves another chance, especially with injuries likely to continue impacting the team? Or are we going to see him continue to excel in the AHL, breaking records while the big club struggles with depth? It's a real conundrum for both the organization and for fans who want to see young talent thrive. And here's the kicker. If the Leafs don't start utilizing his talent soon, we might lose him to another team that will. It's a fine line the Leafs are walking, and as a fan, it's tough to watch. You want to root for your team's future, but you also want to see these players get their deserved opportunities. So, what do you think? Was sending Steeves back to the Marlies the right move? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, it allows him to continue developing and breaking records, but on the other, it feels like a wasted opportunity for the Leafs to harness his potential. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Are you as frustrated as I am with the handling of our prospects? Are you excited to see what Steeves can do with the Marlies? Or do you think he deserves a shot with the big club? Let's get that discussion going in the comments. And if you're enjoying this breakdown of the Leafs moves and want to stay updated on all things Maple Leafs, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the latest news and analysis. We have a long season ahead, and I'll be here to keep you informed every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and let's keep cheering on our Leafs.